every day or at least weekly basis. Remember, whatever the events we do have here, these events are for you, okay? So in some events we need to bring some employers. I think you've seen some of them in the past as well. Sometimes local community players are coming, and it's for you because they want to talk to you. You can get some ideas and trends that what exactly is happening. It's very important. Remember, this degree is not just about assignments. You need to understand very carefully. Even if you get the degree, and if you don't know what is happening outside, you are not anywhere. Because you know better than me, this is 2023, and we have seen the tough time for last 2 years. Employers are changing, jobs are changing, job titles are changing. So there is a possibility the jobs you are doing nowadays, that jobs will not be in the market with the same title after 1 year. Okay? If this works, I'm going to show you something very small, 2 or 3 minute video clip as well, that future is changing. So that's the whole idea. So what will happen in terms of the events, as you know, we have a portal. It's a calendar. Okay? What we will do, Rima, the placement officer, she will email to all of you the link again. So you will receive an email from the placement team, and that event calendar is updated for next 6 months as well. Like for example, if you want to see what is the next month events, you can see that in the calendar. So you don't have any confusion. And same thing, we also inform the tutors as well. So then we don't need to come again in the classroom, can we have you please at 10:30 or 10 o'clock. It doesn't look professional as well, I understand that point. But to be very honest, this link was already there. But let's emphasize more on this. So please have a look, okay? Because calendars keep changing, okay? We keep updated. We give you full agenda on that. There is a poster as well on this calendar. So you can easily see who is coming, what is the point, what is the agenda for that event, okay? So reason why we're telling you in advance, because we don't just want to come you here and you just listening. Are you getting my point? These events are not just to listen. These events are also you to talk. Because we want you to be a very good listener, but at the same time we want you to be a good speaker as well. Are you getting my point?
Yeah.
You agree with this?
Yes.
So this is very important, and it's an ownership and responsibility you have to take. That whatever activities, events we are doing, it's you. One thing I'm very honest with you, bringing the employers here, bringing the local council here, it's a difficult job. You know that. So if they come in, obviously we need to book an appointment with them. Sometime, timing dates, obviously, but we are trying to match the days you are in, okay? But sometimes the events are on another day. I know you're working, you've got family, you've got other commitments as well. I do understand that. That's what we're doing on the calendar. We're doing events on 7 days. You understand my point? Sometime Monday, Tuesday, just to make sure you are attending. But remember, we're also recording these events. So this event is also recording. But you're on the back side, so don't worry, you can't see you. But we are on the recording, on the same placement portal. When we'll email you, there's a link. So for example, if you miss the event, and it's another day, you can't come in, that's fine. You can still go to the portal. You click on that portal, and then you can see the recording of that event as well. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
So this is very important, and reason is why I'm saying it, because moving forward, you will see very early, this is under student engagement. You know, these activities, it's not just about assignment, embedded employability as well. So it's very important for you guys to know that, and obviously we'll make sure the tutors are also on the same platform. So is it okay? This is one thing I just want to tell you. Now second thing for today, we'll take it short. It's just a 20-30 minute activity, and because I know you are in the classroom as well, the tutors are waiting. So we'll just do a small thing. We just wanna play a couple of videos, and I want you to watch it. Okay? This is one video from World Economic Forum. Do you know about that? Do you know what is World Economic Forum? Do you know the whole word? Okay. Now another thing for this event, to tell you an idea as well. Yes, you love your assignment briefs, you love your tutors, we do understand, you love this college, that's a great thing. But there are a lot of things happening out of this college as well. Okay, this is called World. And you are a business student, some of you may be in health and social care as well. So it's very important for you to know what is happening in the market. Because for example, you are all working, right? But what is the guarantee you're going to work next month? I don't have any guarantee for my job even, because things are changing, isn't it? I'm not saying companies are not, companies are very good, but problem is if you don't change yourself as per the need of the business, you're out. And this is a harsh reality, isn't it? A lot of people think, oh, company is bad, they're taking me off. But you don't think that way, that you did not develop yourself as per the needs. So that's the whole idea. So World Economic Forum is actually a world forum where, you know, the economics, people who have economics understanding, the whole world, how businesses works, how they operate, you know, this how the interest rates are, things are changing, isn't it? So they keep updating. So I would recommend you need to go into those portals. There's a proper website for that. And they have a lot of videos. So this video actually is coming from that. Let's see if the sound is very clear to you. It's a 2-minute 30-second video, and you can see here, what will the future of jobs be like? It means the future will be what? Obviously in 2 minutes, we can't give you the full picture of the future, but at least you'll get some glimpse that how the future is shaping. So that's the one video. So there is another video after that we're going to play, and that's for 12 minutes, and I think that's the last video for today. And that will be telling you about more about skills, which you need to keep in mind. Yes, you're learning so many subjects. I know level 4, level 5, and then we're going to go level 6. We are teaching you various subjects depending on the needs of the market and employers. But remember, there are a lot of things, a lot of skills you need to keep in mind. For example, if you're preparing for an infographic poster, right? And it's a group presentation, right? It's not just about a poster. We want you to work together to create a poster. We don't want one person created a poster, second person, I did the research, but I don't know how to design the poster. Because you need to work together, and that's how it is. So let's play this one first. And let's see, and please watch it, and always should have a habit, moving forward, you should take notes as well, but anyway we are recording, so it will help you as well. So can we play this one? Yes, any questions before we do that?
Can I put to make a photo? Or
Yes, my one or this one?
Oh, photo on your...
Yes, you can do that, no problem. You are allowed to do. Okay, I give you consent. So let's play that, and let's see if the sound is very, very clear.
In reskilling and upskilling their workforce. By 2025, organizations say they will train over 70% of their employees to ensure COVID-19 is one of the biggest crises of our time. It has impacted every single one of us, shaken our social systems, and disrupted every sector of our economies. The automation of work, combined with the global recession, led workers to lose their jobs at an accelerated pace compared to previous years. And this trend is expected to continue. The ongoing shift in the division of labor between humans, machines, and algorithms might displace 85 million jobs worldwide in the next 5 years. While 97 million new roles, ones that are more adapted to this new task distribution, may emerge. By 2025, companies expect to displace roughly 6% of their total workforce. 1 in 2 workers will need reskilling, and those remaining in their current roles will need to update 40% of their skill set to adapt to the changing labor market. There is a way to collectively benefit from these challenging times. Decades of research have shown that the most valuable asset of any economy or company is its human capital. Around the globe, companies are already experiencing a shortage in relevant skills for future roles and are investing in reskilling and upskilling their workforce. By 2025, organizations say they will train over 70% of their employees to ensure they can smoothly transition into the jobs of tomorrow. These include DevOps engineers, artificial intelligence specialists, digital marketing managers, talent acquisition specialists, and customer success specialists. It will take on average between 2 weeks and 5 months for workers to pick up new skills, allowing them to move into these new roles. But data shows they won't need to have the perfect skill set to start transitioning. While 2/3 of employers expect to get a return on investment in employees' reskilling programs within just 1 year, governments will also need to step in to update and fund education and training systems and to ensure displaced workers have adequate safety nets. With purposeful leadership and collaboration, we can turn this global crisis into a unique opportunity to transition into a future of jobs that is inclusive, fair, and sustainable.
So you see, this is the forum, and I think that will be available through your portal, so you can access this video. The links are there, and obviously the information. Now if you watch this very 2-minute, 30-second video, where it's quite information. So before I go, what is this? Anyone wants to tell us what did you learn?
I understand in a company, every employee needs in maximum 1 year to renew the skills.
Good.
For example, if I am working in IT, next year I need to have high skills so I can stay in this company.
Well done. Let's clap for her. Clap for Denisa. Well done, Denisa. You're very good. Where are you? Where are you? So, that's good. So this is very good. You spotted very well. There are 2 words you need to take from this video. One is called human capital. Okay? We all love capital. Okay? But now the trend is changing. We're talking about human capital. Human capital means you are the money. You are the value. You are the capital for the company. So that's why they really want you to do something for the company. That's one thing. Second thing is called ROI, return on investment. Companies are investing in you, isn't it?
Yes.
They're training you, they're sending you for some courses, for example, they're offering you some parties or whatever they're doing it. It's an investment, isn't it?
Yes.
They want a return. Because if they invest in you and you are not returning it back, so it's a loss.
Yes. The company will lose.
Absolutely, and that's why companies are using technology nowadays to calculate every single minute what you're spending in the company, whether you're productive or not. Sometimes you don't realize, because sometimes we work in a small company, so they don't have the system. But to be very honest, for us as a Waltham Electronics College, we really want you to, yes, you can work with smaller companies because small companies have a serious contribution to the economy, but I think you should dream big as well, isn't it? Because the bigger companies give you a little bit more exposure as well. You learn more skills, more potential comes out and you do that. So these 2 things you need to really focus, guys, whether you're doing placement or in your job, because the challenge here is if you don't concentrate today, after 12 months things will be challenging for you. And then maybe, that's why I think you see in your social circle, sometimes you see someone said, oh, I lost a job. And you ask him why you lost a job, only one answer comes in, company is bad. They don't like me, I don't like it. The reason is, you need to be very much confident or self-evaluating yourself. Sometime, I know it's very harsh, you can say, company is bad. But please be honest sometimes. Are you really skilled enough to stay in that company? This is very, very important thing. So that's what, please, you need to take this point, that you concentrate on this thing as well, while you're doing this as well, and obviously later on you will be doing a placement as well. Some of you have done it as well already. So this is very, very important. Is it clear, guys? So it's a small workshop we're doing today. We invited the counselor as well. I think you can just quickly check with him. I think he should be here. He will just talk 5 minutes with you as well, just to enforce, but we'll see. So is it clear? I know it's a very small thing we said, but to be fair, do you think it's an important point?
Yes.
Do you think it was needed for you to get this point?
Yes.
Yeah? Perfect. So that's one thing. Now second thing which we want to show you, it's another video, and this is the last video for today, and after that hopefully just for a few minutes and then we'll close this event.
It's the same website?
It's a different one. We will provide you the link on the event portal we have. This is called Job Genius. There is a concept in business nowadays that if you're a student in university or program like this, you must have 2 skills. You must have soft skills and you must have hard skills. Now the challenge we happens when you're too much busy in assignments, when you're so much busy in other things as well, sometimes you don't realize where is the soft, where is the hard. So that's why this video is all about. And obviously when you go back to your presentation, group presentation, assignments, or Q&A or quizzes, whatever method we are using here, please keep in mind these things, that you're not just doing it for the purpose of passing it, you're just doing for the purpose of your career as well. Because if your career is not focused and not directed, you will pass it, but then you'll struggle for a job. And we don't want it. We want you to be a better graduate. Okay, is it clear? So let's play this one as well. It's a 13-minute video. Let's watch it and then we'll see what do you learn from this.
Welcome to the Job Genius Career Exploration Series, brought to you by Express Employment Professionals. If you watched the other videos in the series, then you already know how to set career goals, find job opportunities, write a winning resume, prepare for a job interview, and get ready for the first day of your new job. But there's one more super important topic that we need to cover. and that's soft skills. So, what are soft skills? And what's the difference between soft skills and hard skills? Well, hard skills are things that can be easily measured, like math, the number of words you can type per minute, or how well you know a certain software program. These skills are often the kinds of skills that are included as job requirements. And soft skills? They're a little harder to define. Soft skills are all about integrating well with team members. Think of soft skills as people or relationship skills. They say that hard skills may help you get the job, but soft skills will help you get along and get ahead in the job. In fact, more and more hiring managers are looking for candidates with strong soft skills right from the start, because a lack of soft skills can negatively impact communication and the whole work atmosphere. Bottom line, a good balance of both hard skills and soft skills will increase your chances of both getting the job and getting ahead in the job. By now, you're probably asking yourself, what are these nebulous soft skills that are so important and yet so hard to define? Well, if you ask 10 hiring managers, you'll probably get 10 different answers. Different bosses look for different traits based on the work environment and their own personal style. So we'll focus on the soft skills that come up most often on hiring managers' wish list. Developing soft skills is accomplished with awareness and practice. It takes a commitment to adjusting your mindset, your way of looking at how you fit into the relationship dynamics of your work environment. Today, we'll take a look at 5 of the most sought-after soft skills and some tips to develop them. They are communication skills, being a team player, a strong work ethic, being flexible, and a positive attitude. So let's get the ball rolling with communication skills. Communication skills are the most sought-after soft skill by bosses and hiring managers. You may not realize it, but that one ability covers a lot of ground. Think about it for a second. Communication is about listening first, how you express yourself, the ability to persuade others, your presentation style, and calmly explaining what you need. So first, let's talk about how to be a good listener. In the professional world, they call it active listening. We all know life is full of interruptions. It seems like there are always multiple distractions competing for our attention. I get it. That's why it's so important to put all that aside and focus your attention when someone speaks to you. Being a good listener begins with good eye contact. That lets the speaker know they have your full attention. Do your best not to interrupt with questions or comments until the person speaking has come to a stop. And be conscious of the message your body language is sending. I'll show you what I mean. I'll play the director, and Chris will play me. Hey Chris, I wanted to talk to you about next week's booking. The client changed the time and location. I'll get you the address tomorrow, but you'll have to be there at 8 a.m. instead of 9 a.m. I wanted to thank you for being flexible. We'll talk later. See how your body can say a lot, even if you don't speak a single word? If this had been a real situation, do you think right about now the director would be thinking about someone to replace Chris? It wouldn't surprise me. Always be mindful that your body language is sending a message, whether positive or negative. So make good eye contact and actively listen with the intent of really hearing the message to develop understanding and clarity. Let's talk about clarity. We all interpret information differently. What may mean one thing to one person could mean something entirely different to another. So what can you do? If you're on the receiving end of communication, the best way to seek clarity is to ask questions. Don't guess or assume, just ask. Trust me, people won't think less of you just because you ask a question. As a matter of fact, studies show that managers actually think people who ask questions are smarter than people who don't. The reason? They say people who ask questions show they value the boss's expertise. So ask away. Remember, be an active listener to minimize the number of questions. This will save time for you and your boss. It's also okay to ask for the things you need to get your job done. For example, ask your boss when he or she needs the assignment completed. If you already have too much on your plate, ask your boss which of the tasks is the most important to complete first. Doing this shows your boss that you're willing to be proactive in order to keep your work moving forward. And when it comes to time off work, communication is critical. Don't wait until the last minute. Be sure to request time off well in advance to give your boss plenty of time to cover your absence. This goes for vacation time as well as doctor appointments and other personal time. Okay, now you have an idea of how to be a good communicator. The next soft skill we'll talk about is being a good team player. You know, there's really no job that doesn't involve working with other people. at least in some capacity. Like the old saying goes, you need to learn to work and play well with others. No doubt, working on a team can be a challenge, but being a good team player will help you get ahead in your career. When you find yourself in a team situation on the job, keep those things in mind. Know the goal and know your role. It's important to understand the objective of your team and the part you play in achieving its goal. It's also important to understand the responsibilities of the team members and how you interact with them to meet your goal. Every team is made of different personalities, so it's important to remember that each person has their own unique work style. Just because someone's style is different than yours doesn't mean it's wrong. Learn to appreciate different viewpoints and be open to altering your point of view. Keeping an open mind and being receptive to a different way of doing things will not only make you a great team player, it'll also pave the way for your team's success. If you think someone on the team isn't pulling their weight, it may be due to a lack of experience or knowledge. They may lack confidence in their ability. Don't waste your energy worrying about who's doing their fair share of the work. Focus on your responsibilities first. If you think you can take on additional duties or help someone who seems to be struggling, approach your team leader and offer to help. Show that you're a strong team player, and who knows, you may make the move from team player to team leader in no time. The next soft skill on our list of highly sought traits is having a strong work ethic. So what exactly is a work ethic? Well, it's loosely defined as a set of values based on self-discipline and dedication to your work. It involves perseverance, focus, meeting deadlines, and doing the job right. Perseverance is the ability to stick to a task and see it through to completion. Developing perseverance is like training to run a race. It's working toward a goal, failing, getting back up, and trying again until you succeed. Also,